What's up, folks? Dan here from BeAGameCharacter.com, and we are here with Q&A Tuesday. It is Tuesday the 29th. Fantastic day. A little rainy outside, but I am still psyched to be here with you. Couple of things to get out of the way. First, we have a sale going on over at BeAGameCharacter.com. It is the Holiday Hunt. You should go check it out. Basically, the idea is you go around the website, and as you're browsing, you might see a little treasure chest pop up. Click the chest, takes you to exclusive coupons, usually flash sale stuff, no more than a week. Discounts on various Be a Game Character stuff, personal training, ebooks, stuff like that. So go check that out if you haven't yet, BeAGameCharacter.com. It's going to be running for all of December, and also it ran for the last week and a half or so in November. So go check that out. That just got set up. Also, I'm going to be posting videos hopefully every day this week. So we have yesterday already went live with the Power Minute. Today we have Q&A Tuesday. Obviously tomorrow is going Superhuman, and then Thursday and Friday. Thursday we're gonna have some stuff, and hopefully Friday as well. We'll see how it goes. Maybe even Saturday, depending on how things go. But I want to be posting hopefully videos every day this week. So with that said, we're going to jump right into Q&A Tuesday, and we've only got a couple of questions this week, which is good because we can go ahead and focus on them. Last week's question was, what is your favorite holiday and why? My personal favorite holiday is Thanksgiving. I like it because it's like all the good parts of Christmas without like the necessity of giving gifts or receiving gifts or whatever. I love spending time with family. I love hanging out with people I love and eating giant piles of food. Of course, you do that on Christmas as well as Thanksgiving, but on Thanksgiving, you know, the whole idea is just be thankful for the things you have, whereas Christmas is a little over-commercialized for me. So Thanksgiving is definitely my favorite holiday. Let's see what everybody else's is. We're going to start off with BenRex777, and Benny asked that I read the comment before I started the video, so I did. And Ben says, hello, Dan. What is your favorite holiday and why? At the moment, summer holidays are my favorite holiday because they're 2 months long. That's cheating. That's not just a holiday. That is a full vacation, sir. And now the question for you. I found the videos again. Can you please watch them? What do you think about this martial art? I looked it up, and it seems to me, I watched the videos and I did some more research. It seems to me like this guy probably made this martial art up on his own. He probably looks like he's got he's got martial arts experience. If I had to guess, probably something Chinese-based, some sort of kung fu or something like that. But it's cool-looking martial art. As far as the historical authenticity of it, I'm gonna have to call it into question. There is no real historical base for it that anyone can find, no written records, no not even like an oral history of any sort. Now, while it's true that some martial arts have, you know, gone into hiding and then come back out later again, like with Kung Fu, for instance, there's still a decent body of people that know the martial arts, and there's a decent record of the martial art before it had to go into hiding or whatever. In the case of Abir, it does not seem as though that's the case at all. So I'm going to have to say that this guy probably made the martial art up himself. Now, does that make it a bad martial art? No, it does not. All martial arts obviously were formulated at one point or another, and all of them built on the base of other martial arts that came before. So without training with the guy or seeing a lot more detailed videos of it or seeing it tested in arenas like, you know, UFC or something like that, I can't speak to the effectiveness of it. However, it looks cool. It does look pretty cool. The guy definitely looks part of a martial arts master, which is cool. But as far as whether or not it's a historically authentic Israeli martial art, I'm going to say probably not. This guy probably formulated it himself, and he just says his dad taught it to him from some secret lineage. And anybody that remembers, like, you know, martial arts back in the day, like before I was born, like in the 60s and 70s. In the 60s and 70s, there were so many people, that, and even the 80s, so many people that were teaching, you know, oh, I learned this secret technique, it was taught to me by my parents, and it was handed down through the lines over the years, and it was a mystery, and no one could practice it, it was forbidden, and blah, blah, blah. So that was like the story of like every single McDojo martial art that came out, you know, back in the 60s, 70s, and 80s. It's kind of died off now, but it's kind of funny because I feel like this is sort of in the same tradition. Like, and again, doesn't mean it's not a valid martial art, but it's just, I don't know. I would not describe it as authentic necessarily. So that's it for Benny. Benny says, have a nice week. You have a nice week as well, Benny. Moving on to Storyman09, who says, hello, Dan. My favorite holiday would have to be Thanksgiving. Hey, fellow Thanksgiving person. I love the food, the atmosphere, getting together with family, the focus or emphasis on being thankful, and the food. I'm usually pretty grumpy during the holiday season, more so with Christmas, but Thanksgiving is pretty good. In any case, I've always found it profoundly interesting that during the darkest, coldest, wettest days of the year, we celebrate light and warmth and comfort. I believe that's intentional, sir. My question for you is, if all of a sudden you find yourself dropped into an old-style Viking or Celtic epic, King Arthur, Beowulf, Mabinogion, Lord of the Rings playstyle epic, what role would you seek to play? What otherworldly threat would be threatening? How would you overcome the otherworldly threat that wants to destroy your face off? And how would your epic end? Whoa! Alright, well. I would seek to be the hero. Because, I mean, if I'm going to be in an epic, I might as well be the protagonist, right? I would say the otherworldly threat that would be threatening would be some sort of like divine retribution force, like some sort of like lawful evil type thing, like, you know, humans have sinned, so I must cast them down kind of situation. But of course, as the hero, I'd be fighting from the perspective of the flawed protagonist, as in, like, you know, yes, humans have problems, but they're good because of X, and I will demonstrate it to you by beating your face with a sword. How would you overcome the overworldly threat that wants to destroy your face off? I would say it would be like one of those things where, like, I fight him, like, one-on-one, and his bad guys one-on-one, and then I end up, like, needing help from the plucky ragtag team of adventurers that I have joined with along the way. And, of course, the idea being the flawed humanity thing where, you know, and maybe in the end, it's some, like, vaguely anti-hero type person who I found who had lost faith in humanity, but they end up, like, delivering the final blow with some sort of magical device or something. I don't know, something along those lines. So, like, you know, I'd at that point kind of be tanking the boss while, you know, the DPS comes in with the magic at the end. How would your epic end? Kind of a rebirth of the world, aka like Lord of the Rings entering the Third Age situation. It's the Third Age, right? That begins at the end of Return of the King. Is it the Third Age or the Fourth Age? Ooh, losing nerd cred. How does this always happen in Q&A Tuesday? Wait, I have to see. Lord of the Rings, the Third Age. Oh, that was a game, duh. That's why I'm getting all these game responses. Let's try ages in Lord of the Rings. Ages in... Oh, there we go. I don't want the ages of the characters. No, stop it. Alright. Here we go. Timeline of Arda. Okay, so Third Age, blah, 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 White Tree. Okay, so Fourth Age. That's what I'm thinking of. So the Fourth Age is the one that begins with the end of Return of the King. So that would be kind of like the ending of my epic, would be like the beginning of the Fourth Age in Lord of the Rings. Yeah. So that's it. That would be my answer for that question, how my fantasy epic would go, what role I would take, and how it would end. That was a fun question. Thanks, Storyman. Storyman says, have a good week, Dan. You have a good week as well. And actually, that is it for this week's Q&A Tuesday. Just a couple of questions this week. Everybody had Thanksgiving last week, so of course, you know, it was a little busy. Not everybody, but all of my American watchers had Thanksgiving last week, so obviously a little busy for everybody. It was a little busy for me as well. So just to reiterate from the beginning, we've got at least 2 more videos than usual coming out this week. Of course, Going Superhuman comes out tomorrow, as usual. And then Thursday, going to have some video posts, and hopefully Friday as well, and maybe even Saturday. So that's it. Your question for next week is, who is your favorite hero from fantasy, comic book, anything, you know, whatever. Who's your favorite good guy, your favorite protagonist who saves the day? Let me know who it is in the comments below. Ask me a question for next week while you're at it. And I will see you next time. As always, remember to live boldly, change the world, and continue to be awesome. Bye-bye.